Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or much depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos. Today is Monday, the 27th of May 2024. I bring you this update. We say we are the largest economy in Africa. That's a lie. We are a failed state. That's the truth. This statement comes from the former governor of Cross River State. Yes, Mr. Donald Duke. Yes, the statement was credited to him when he said, Nigeria is a failed state. So that's the truth. No need of carrying propaganda. We are the largest economy in Africa. So it's not to say lie. The truth remains they are failed state. Despite the fact that they're still existing. Say, look, even Somalia, they're existing. Yes, you are a failed state. Look at his statement, quote, between 1979 and 1983, when Shehu Shagari was president, Nigeria's annual budget hovered around $25 billion. Our population was about 80 million to 90 million at that time. That was over 40 years ago. Today, our population, as they say, is over 200 million, but our annual budget is $19 billion. I say this to bring into context where we are as a people. It's not for Nigeria to work. It's how are you working? Are you moonwalking or are you walking forward? Moonwalking moonwalking is what we have been doing for the past 40 years. We have been moving backwards. So you can now put into context the pressure if the annual budget of a nation is $19 billion 40 years after it was $25 billion and the population has more than doubled. Then you can understand the challenges we are facing, whether it's banditry or farmers-leaders clashes and everything in between. The fact is that there are more people sharing smaller resources. We have not grown. You can put all the zeros behind the currency, but we are deceiving ourselves because we are living a lie. Recently, treasury bills were sold at about 22% in dollars. Where in the world will you get 22% under 12 months? So they now turned around to say it was oversubscribed by 245%. Of course, it will be oversubscribed. But at the end of the day, can you pay back? What are you doing with the money that will generate 22% to enable you to pay back in 12 months? So you could see a nation that is walking itself into a trap with eyes wide open. What are the policies that will generate growth? You are fighting inflation. It's good to fight inflation, but which is more important, inflation or growth? You can't get a loan from the bank for less than 35%. That's inimical to growth to start with. Then you are micromanaging the exchange rate, yet you are not producing. If you are going to import everything as we do, and there are those very sales economists that will say, let's have marked forces. For you to have marked forces, there must be some equity. You can't have an open, competitive system with countries whose economies are much stronger than yours. It doesn't work that way. In life, what I find is level. We have to manage what we have. We have to be productive. In the 70s and early 80s, we had some level of competition. We had industries that were trying to thrive. But today, we are importing toothpick. So it's an economy that's not productive, yet it wants to rein in on its foreign exchange. We are still living as if everything is okay. We are sending our children at the age of 9 to school abroad. Then you go to London for medical check when your eye is hurting. It's a tough one. We turn around and say we are the largest economy in Africa. That's a lie. If you are 200 million people and you are producing almost nothing, you can be big in absolute terms. But you take it per capita, you are one of the least economies in Africa. And that's the truth. So we have to be real. We have the potential to be one of the greatest nations on earth. but it remains a potential if you don't take it to actuality. We have to recalibrate our thinking. We can't go on this way. We are a failed state. That's the truth. Failed state doesn't mean that you can't exist any longer. Somalia is still existing. But when you fail to provide the basic expectations of your people, you are technically a failed state. Which sector have we not failed in? Is it education? Is it healthcare? Is it infrastructure? I've stopped quoting the former governor of Cross River State. Mr. Donald Duke said, a failed state, if you like Somalia, said, look, you have failed, and that's the point. There's no Mekotarism in the Bible. Enough reason to continue your agitation for your liberation. Oh yes, enough reason to remain in the movement for the restoration of the sovereign state of Biafra. Yes, a wonderful one indeed, to join forces with those who are clamoring for a referendum. Oh yes, that is it. It's a first state. You have 200 million people. You have $19 billion as your annual budget. Imagine. You have seen it. Yes. See the level of poverty. Level of poverty that is being orchestrated. Yes. In the northern region, they're doing nothing. They say they're doing agriculture. It's a lie. They're hoping on oil. 900,000 barrels per day they are getting from Niger Delta. Yes, because they are stealing the oil privately. Government officials stealing the oil. So they're only getting 900,000 barrels per day instead of up to 2 million they're supposed to be getting. Yes, but in the first instance, why are they in the Niger Delta? If they are truth, if they are saying the truth, if they are passing through federalism, they're not supposed to be in the Niger Delta. They're supposed to allow the Easterners, the Niger Deltans, to control their oil. Yes, that's the point. Yes, the way they are controlling the Zamfara state government, controlling the gold in the Zamfara. Allow these people. But they're not doing it, because that is the basis for the unity. The much touted unity. Yes, the very foundation or the basis for it is the oil in the eastern region. That's why, we are one Nigeria. We must remain indivisible. Yes. It's an indivisible entity. We cannot divide. We cannot dissolve. Indissoluble. Yes, because of the oil. So that